Hello, Matt here, and I'm here to show you how to sign up for NMB48's online handshake events on fortunemusic.com. Alright, so what we have here is the main Fortune Music website. And what we're going to do is first make an account. So on this page, you want to click this bottom green button that says log in, make a new account. Click on that. Alright, now, if you have an account already, just enter your ID, your email, and your password right here. You can skip ahead like a few minutes. If you don't have an account, which I'll help you make one right now. Go over to the right side here and click this green button. It says make a new account. Alright. So this is just saying, hey, you agree to the rules and all the other stuff that they have to say. So you know, you can pretend to read it. You don't have to read it really. And click the right button here. It says I agree. Alright. So first here is the name entry. So please enter your name exactly as it's written on your like passport or like official ID or document. So first here's your last name. So I'm gonna put Jabroni, and my name is Jim Jabroni. That's my Christian name. And then yeah, so just that's how exactly it's written on my name. Actually, I guess technically James would be my official name. James Jabroni. Jim's what my friends call me. Next line here is your name in katakana. If you know katakana, you know Japanese, just write it in. If you don't, you know, you can Google Translate your name and it'll convert it to katakana. So I'll just write it here. Brony James. I think that's close enough. I think it's right. It doesn't really matter. Not really checking so much. Yeah, so there's my name. Next, this is where you enter your email address. Make sure this is a real email address, one that you can actually check, because they will send you a confirmation email when you sign up for the account. So make sure it's a real one that you can actually check. So my email is nambajabroni.com, and enter it again. Right. Next is the password. So make any kind of password. I think they have a rule, so it has to be between 8 and 12 characters. Alphanumeric. No symbols. So come up with any kind of password. It doesn't really matter. Right. Got that. So email and then password. All right. Next we have. This is where you're gonna enter your shipping information, and this is where they're gonna send your CDs. So first thing first, you'll need an address in Japan in order to receive the CDs and actually complete the whole registration process and make sure you can actually do these events. So if you have a friend in Japan and you hit them up and ask them if they can use their address for this, make sure they're okay with getting 100 CDs sent to their place. If you don't have a friend in Japan, sign up for Tenso. They're a proxy shipping service in Japan. If you ever bought anything from Japan, you know, everyone uses it pretty much, so you can totally enter the Tenso shipping info, whatever that is. So first you have to enter the first 3 numbers and then the last 4 numbers for this. Right? And then hit this green button and it's gonna autofill. It's gonna autofill the next 2 lines of information. So you don't have to worry about these, you don't have to worry about entering kanji or anything. Alright, here is like your street number or a block number. Follow your Tenso address, and then next is the Tenso, like, P.O box, I guess, 1, 6. Nothing, right? Then enter a phone number. The phone number is not so important, so it can be a real phone number, it can also be a not real phone number. I suggest, keep it real, keep it legit. I'll make it up. 1244 7766 755. Okay, good enough. Good enough. All right. Next we got gender. So left is for male, and right is female, female. And it doesn't really matter too much either. Okay. Next is your birthday. So it's year, month, days, how they do it. So put whenever in 1969 or 20. That's when I was born. Okay, and then this last thing here is like a mail magazine. But essentially, you're getting spam sent to your email. So you can click the right button. It says don't send me any spam. All right, and it's gonna like confirm, make sure everything is correct. Make sure everything is correct. I don't believe you can change anything. At least I think your name you can't change, but I think maybe your shipping info you can change in case you make a mistake there. Alright, well, if that looks all good, then hit the green button on the bottom on the right side here. Alright, and then they're going to send like a confirmation email to your email address. Eventually, yeah, they'll send you a confirmation email in a minute or two after you fill out the whole registration. Click on this link here, and this will confirm your email address and your account is legit and fine. This is why you need to have a real email account, because if you don't use a real email, you can't confirm your account, and they won't let you in to the main page, and then you log into your account. Well, log in. Alright, welcome, Jabroni-sama. This is okay. Probably best go with the Fortune Music top here. And this will take you to like the main, kind of the main event hub. And so you'll see all the artists here. And right off the bat, we can see NMB is right here. They're one of the newer groups that are doing events. So yeah, you'll want to click on the NMB box anywhere here. It's fine. Picture the event schedule. These are the days. So July 4th, July 18th, July 23rd, July 24th, August 7th, and August 8th. So these are the days that NMB is doing their events. Right, and then this is the timetable, the time schedule they're doing. So they'll be doing their events from 10 a.m. to about 9:30 p.m. Every day. So 9 slots. Keep that in mind. Make sure you adjust the schedule, the times to your time zone to match your country's time zone. Because yeah, these are all in Japanese time. They're all in Japan time. Okay. Scroll down is kind of just telling you about like what the event, how the event is done. So they use this web app called AERU World, and so this is done on your web browser app like Safari, Chrome, Firefox, whatever. It works on those, so it's not a separate app. You don't have to download like Fortune Meets or With Live or any of these other apps that you may have heard of that you've heard of like bad experiences with. It's all just done on a basic like web browser. You don't have to install anything. I will probably go into more detail about how AERU World works in another video. Alright, scroll down and you see some caution stuff. You don't really need to worry about that. Scroll down here. And you want to look for this pink button here. This pink button. And so this is for the first round of applications. And then there'll be round 2, round 3. And right now they only have three rounds announced. So I imagine they'll be doing multiple rounds beyond these 3. But yeah. So you'll want to click on this pink button here. Alright, so now we're on the application page to sign up for the online Handshake events. You scroll down and you'll see all of the different dates that I mentioned before that the events will be happening. Click on the box for the day that you want to participate in. Right, and you'll see a list of all the members and their names listed alphabetically. So if you know their name in kanji, their Japanese name, that'll make it easier to do this. If you don't know, you can use Google Translate and like the auto translate function on Chrome to figure that out. All right, and so here you'll see the members' names on the left side, and then in the top here you'll see the slot from slot 1 to slot 9. So refer to the page before for the times. So yeah, 1 o'clock. Slot 1 starts around 10 a.m. and then slot 9 I think is 8:30 to 9:30. So keep that in mind. Make sure your time zones match your country's time zone so that you're like doing it at a time that works for you. That when you don't have work or school or probably not, maybe not in the middle of the night, but probably might be in that case. Who can say? All right, so yeah, I'm gonna sign up for some members here. I'm gonna sign up real quickly. Let's see. So of course I love Ishizuka Akari Anshu. I'm gonna sign up for her. Couple of slots with her. One thing to note, so for AERU World, one ticket is worth about 15 seconds of talk time, of call time. What I would recommend, like if you are, just introducing yourself, probably 1 or 2 tickets is okay. If you have a lot to say, if you have like something to say, or you're not quite ready in Japanese, 3 tickets is perfectly fine. Even if it's also a member you don't know very well, or you don't really have a whole lot to say, 3 tickets I think is more than 45 seconds. That's a great idea. It's just to get started. If you like the member, feel free to buy more tickets for them. Another thing you want to note is you cannot loop. You cannot enter the room multiple times and call the member multiple times in the same slot. So all your tickets are combined at once. So if you, for example, have 10 tickets, you're going to be using all those 10 tickets at once for one really long call. Which, I mean, hey, if you're prepared and you have a lot to say, great. If you only have some things to say, but you won't fill up that whole, 10 ticket block of time, it might be a little awkward, and so you might have some dead air. Basically, all members from generations 1 to 6 are going to be in the top part, and this part here, what it says 7. You say these are 7th gen members, these are the newer members, kind of kept separate. One thing I'd recommend, one member I'd recommend, if you aren't confident in your Japanese or you don't know Japanese, get this member, Yoshino Misaki. So, she lived in America for 3.5 years, can speak fluent English. I've talked to her a few times, she's great. Yeah, if you're worried about not knowing Japanese, definitely recommend go talking to her. She's not that popular either, so it'll be very easy to get her tickets as well. Another thing worth mentioning is how many members you can sign up for in a single slot. Normally, you don't want to overbook too many members in a single slot, but that's not the case for AERU World. In AERU World, they will automatically assign your call times with the members, so you don't have to worry about not being able to meet all the members you booked for a slot. If you're impatient, this is another good thing about AERU World. In my experience, if you book 2 or more members in the same slot, your wait time will actually be shorter than if you only booked 1 member in a slot. In slots where I had 2 or 3 members in one slot, I only had to wait 5 minutes to do my calls. Whereas slots where I only had 1 member, I sometimes had to wait 20 or 30 minutes to do my call. Okay, so after you've made all of your selections for all the members you want to see and all the tickets you want to buy for these members, scroll all the way down to the very bottom. And here you'll see these 2 buttons here. So you want to click on the green one on the right that says Go to Cart. And this will show you your cart. Check and see all the members are correct. Make sure the slots and the dates are correct. The number of tickets you're getting is also correct. All the way to the bottom, and then here you'll see your total, your potential total for if you win all of these tickets. So you can see I'm getting a lot. I'm getting 60 tickets. That's going to cost about 62,000 yen. One thing you want to note is you will only pay for the tickets that you won. So you see here, I applied for 60, so if I end up winning 42, then I'm only going to have to pay for those 42 that I won. I won't have to pay for any of the ones I lost. You want to be careful not to over-apply, because if you apply for too many and you can't pay for all of them, that's bad news. And you cannot only pay for some of the ones that you won. You have to pay, it's all or nothing. So be careful to not over-apply. If you over-apply and you don't pay, your order will be canceled, and you can try again, but you should not make a habit of it. If you apply and don't pay, I think it's twice in a row, they can blacklist and ban your account, and you won't be able to participate in any future events. Keep that in mind. Scroll down to the bottom here, and you see a bunch of check boxes. Check all these boxes. It just says, yeah, I agree to pay. I'm not gonna share my account or any of this, stuff. I'm not gonna break the rules. I'm a good person. Okay. This last thing here. So it asks, are you an elementary school student? If you are, click this button on the left, and then you have to enter your parent's name. If you're not an elementary school student, click this button on the right that says no, and then scroll down to the bottom, and then click the green button on the right side. Go to the next page. Alright, and this is the final confirmation page. So this is your last chance to check, make sure everything is okay. There's no mistakes, everything, all the dates and members are correct, all tickets are correct. This is the final confirmation page. Make sure everything is okay. Okay. And here you'll see that is your actual shipping date and your name, your email, all that information. Make sure that's correct. Also important. I'm gonna censor that. I'm censoring it out because this is my actual real application. All right. So if all of that is good, then click on this green button on the right side, and this will confirm your order. If there's any mistakes, click this button on the left, and you can go back and change some of the members or dates or whatever. You can totally do that. Okay, but if you're 100% okay with your order, click on the right button. Boom, and they'll say, oh, okay, your application is complete. So for Fortune Music, for this event, I believe they will send you the results at 6 p.m. Japan time on Friday. And so they'll send you an email whether you win or not. You can go and check your My page on Fortune Music to see which ones you actually did win, and then I believe you have like a couple days to confirm your payment. When it comes to paying, you can use your credit card, and I believe there are no issues with foreign credit cards, getting canceled or anything. There might be some issue with your bank where they see like a foreign transaction being made, in which case that's between you and your bank, and you'll need to get that fixed. Alright, and that is going to do it for the tutorial on how to sign up for NMB48's online handshake events on the Fortune Music website. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments section. I'll be happy to help you along the way. Thank you, and hope you enjoy the events.